I said in my last video, I wasn't sure, but fractured my fibula. And I was using the safety squat bar to do like split leg lunges. Took my hands off the handle of the safety squat bar. The bar fell off my freaking back onto my back leg. The swelling in the back of my leg, like it hit right there. Like I can't fully put my body weight on this foot. I just can't walk. The instant pain was so horrible. Like I just laid there because I was scared. My leg was like, I was gonna look and it was like in 2 pieces. I'm gonna show you guys a few things I've been doing. I've been lifting over only upper body stuff, kind of doing what I can, but not really pushing it. But I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing for the healing process. I do have a boot. I just don't really wear it because it is very clunky, and the pressure on my leg is almost too painful. So I wear it like here and there, but I mostly just have it really wrapped up, and then I have like an ankle support brace on too. So as long as my ankle is like locked in, it feels just fine. So since I'm putting so much pressure on my left leg, or all my weight onto my left leg, I've been doing these compression boots on just my left leg because that would not feel good on my right leg. So this has actually it feels absolutely amazing. So this is one of the things I've been doing for my other leg, but I'll show you guys some things I've been doing for the fracture, and I'm gonna take you guys through my x-rays right now. Okay, so on to my x-rays. Usually when you get an x-ray, this is the write-up that the radiologist will write for your doctor, and then your doctor will go over it with you. And so basically the interpretation, it's an incomplete fracture. It's appreciated in the diaphysis, meaning the bone, of the fibula, approximately 7 centimeters. It's funny that they use centimeters. So 17 centimeters is like 7 inches, I'd say, less than that probably. Proximal to the tip of the lateral malleolus, which is basically, in simple terms, is your ankle. About like 6 inches above that-ish, which is exactly where the barbell fell. So the fracture is visible in both radiographs. And this is the second x-ray he's read for me, and this is the second time he's made a mistake in his concluding notes. So he said incomplete fracture in the mid portion of the tibia. It's supposed to say fibula. And no displacement at the fracture site. Consider orthopedic consultation if clinically indicated. Now he just basically has to say that just for assurance for himself. So, but I do not need orthopedic consultation. It'll pretty much heal fine all by itself. So let's take a look at the beautiful images of my leg. Okay, so here we have my x-rays. This is the front, like straight on image of my leg, the bottom portion of my leg, the calf region, and then this one is the lateral aspect, or from the side. And so when I got the images taken with the x-ray tech, I asked her, I was like, hey, can I just look at these because they're digital? I was really looking to see if the bone had like completely broken in half, and I didn't see that. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm good, so I'm like, okay, I'm just kind of being a baby about this. I didn't really, if I think I would have sat down and really looked at it, I would have caught it. But that's why you send these off to a radiologist, because that's what they specialize in. And so I'm going to zoom in. Here we go. Zoom in on both of these here, and the straight on one is a little bit harder to see than the lateral. They're both, it's pretty hard to see, and then I'll play with the white balance too, but there's just a little crack. It's almost like a shockwave got sent through my leg when the barbell fell on it, because it kind of goes across the bone, and I can't really tell if this is like what they call a mock effect, where it's like a clothing artifact can be throwing it off, or anything else, but it kind of looks like it goes across and then a little bit up. but it's not completely through the bone. So that I'm like very, very grateful for it. But then on the lateral one, you can see it a little bit more. But I'll play with the white balance here and make it a little bit darker so it's easier to see. So still a little bit harder to see on the frontal view, but the side one you can definitely see it a little bit more. So it's definitely there. There's definitely a fracture. Incomplete, but still have to take it easy and make sure it heals up correctly. I mean, after it happened, I was walking on this for 2 days because I had no idea it was broken. When I found out it was broke, I was like shocked because, like I said, when I looked at the X-rays after the tech had taken the pics, I was like, oh, okay, we're good, there's no break. So it's almost like I wish I didn't know it was broken, because then as soon as I found out it actually was, I was like babying it a lot because I was like, shit, this is like more serious than I thought it was. But the fibula is a little bone, as you can see, and it's very common for people to break it. It's super easy. But the good thing about the fibula is it is an accessory bone, meaning that the tibia, the big bone, that's what takes on most of the weight. So the fibula is not really a weight-bearing bone. That's why I can still walk. That's why people that do fracture their fibula can still walk. You probably shouldn't. You need to take weight off of it to let it heal, but eventually add back in walking. But the tibia takes on like pretty much all of the weight, whereas the fibula takes on like 10 to 15% of your actual body weight. So I'm actually right now going to see a chiropractor, and we're just going to do some ultrasound on my leg. So I think that definitely helps speed up the process. If you ever have like a broken bone, even like some type of torn ligament, ultrasound is great. Even though you can't really feel it, it is very good at speeding up that healing process. Very good. So take advantage of that. I was telling someone else, like, I'd much rather go see my chiropractor than go to the doctor. There's not a whole lot the doctor can do other than like tell you what to do, like as in a cast if you need surgery. The thing is, I tell people, it's like, if this would have been a more serious thing, like the bone was actually a complete fracture, I probably would have gone to the doctor just to see if I needed surgery, because then it's a little bit more serious. I'm not stupid about this by any means, like, but I know how the injury is. It'll heal very quickly and easily.
Nutrition coaching, and it's good to maintain your mobility,
yeah,
and flush the fluid.
Yeah, because I couldn't move my ankle at all last week, but I can actually drive. So just got done seeing the chiros, just did a little bit of stim and ultrasound, and they actually have a PT right next door. We were like having the debate, like, when should I stop using the crutches, and he was like, 4 days ago I would have been off them. So I'm like, well, sweet, I'm not gonna like continue to use them, because even initially I didn't want to rely on the crutches. Like, it's actually like will grow back quicker if you are loading it, putting a little bit of load on it. And like I said earlier, the fibula it's like an accessory bone, so it's not like anything's going to happen from walking. So I'm going to start to walk more, because I have full trust in what this guy was saying. I couldn't agree more. And I was actually just like practicing walking, because honestly I feel like I forgot how to walk. Yeah, it feels so good. So I'm very happy. And I was going to go do cryo, but we kind of got hung up talking here. So I'll probably have to do it when we go work out. Well, especially on Sunday, I feel like everyone's watching football.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm currently doing the red light therapy, and I pretty much do this every single day, like 15 minutes. It's like pretty hot, but it's infrared light, not UV light, so it's like good for pretty much everything.